Today I'm going to talk to you about how to market your house in Oakland. This video is for people who are trying to do it on their own or who are working with a realtor and want to know more. I'm only going to focus on marketing in this video because I have several other videos that discuss how to get your house ready to go on the market. It's all about inspections, staging, disclosures, all that kind of stuff. So for the purposes of this video, I'm going to assume that your house is already in market ready condition. So as we move forth with this discussion, I want to make it extra clear that these are not the practices that are happening when we are having a worldwide pandemic. These are the normal practices that happen when we are, I don't know, I guess in a regular world. If you are interviewing a realtor to list and sell your house, make sure to ask them what they do to market your home. And make sure to check out my upcoming video on how to pick a realtor in Oakland, California. If you're watching this video to figure out how to do it on your own, then make sure you have a pen and paper handy. I'm going to tell you a whole bunch of stuff. Get professional photos done. These are going to be everywhere. These are going to be the first thing that people see, and it's going to be what gets people through the door. So spend the money, get the best photographer possible, and just do it. So make a video. Everything in the world of real estate is online now, and to be totally frank, photos aren't enough. And in fact, what you can do is you can also make a 3D Matterport tour. These are really cool because it's like this online tour and you can click through and it's almost as if you were there at the house. But you can click through and you can walk through the rooms, you can turn around, you can look up, you can look down. They're really fantastic. If you live in a really cool part of town, you can get aerial shots of your house, and they can also do an aerial video. The thing is, when you're marketing your house, you really want to pay attention and take note of what are the most beautiful and defining features of your home, and then try to capture those in some sort of digital way, whether it's a video or photos or twilight photos. If your house looks really beautiful at night, then make sure to take twilight photos because they can capture, and they're really dramatic, so they can capture that and really show it off. And that's the point of all this digital media and why you want to hire the best photographer or videographer possible. The next thing you want to do is start creating all your paper marketing materials. So create a professional looking flyer. You can go to canva.com or any one of those kinds of websites, and they have all kinds of templates there, and you can pick one and create one. And this is where you're going to put all your beautiful photos in. And your flyers are really going to be reflective of the house. So you really can't have a nice, expensive house for sale and then have some, crappy black and white flyers that you printed out at home on your inkjet printer. It's just, there's a disconnect there and it doesn't really reflect on the house well. So have postcards created and get them delivered to your neighborhood. Lots of times it's people who live in the neighborhood that know other people who want to move into that neighborhood. So ensure that the word gets out to your neighbors. Have their doors knocked and invite them all to your open houses. Also, have your local realtors called and told that your house is for sale. Each agent has a lot of buyers, and so advertising to realtors actually spreads the word farther than just trying to advertise directly to buyers. And don't forget to put the price and all the dates and times of the open houses onto all your material everywhere, whether it is in paper or online. You want to make sure to include that. And on that same note, you want to make sure that you price your house reasonably, because if you're overpricing your house, that can be the kiss of death, because the longer that your house is on the market, it does not look good for your house. So price your house right. You also want to put a for sale sign out in front of your house, and make sure you get one that has a flyer box on it. That way all your nice beautiful flyers that you've made that are professionally printed, you can put them on there so that anybody who comes by can take one. Also, you can have a property website made for you. So it'd be like youraddress.com, for example, 123mainstreet.com, that kind of thing. It makes it super easy for people to find the information about your house online. And you can also have a rider made, one of those little rectangular signs with the website printed on it, and put that on top of your for sale sign. And here's really the big one. You want to get on the internet in as many places as possible. I'm talking about Realtor.com, Zillow, Trulia, HomeSnap, all those websites, because the majority of buyers are online. Like, no one looks at newspapers anymore, so you have to go to where all your buyers are hanging out. And your house needs to show up on all the real estate apps, so like Keller Williams, Redfin, Zillow, you name it, because everyone who is looking for houses is either using an app or they're going on a website. So they're using their cell phone or their computer to look up information. As part of all of that, you want to make sure that your house has a well-crafted description. You want it to point out all of your house's beautiful features, all the great aspects about it, but don't misrepresent it. You don't want to hide any issues, but you do want to point out all the beautiful moments, like, sunrise and sunsets. If you have any sustainable or green aspects to your house, call them out too. Talk about any sort of upgrades, remodels, anything like that. You want to include it all. You can also have an email blast done for your house for sale. It can go out to all the realtors in Alameda County, Contra Costa County. You basically just pick the counties and shoot an email out to all those agents. You also want to make sure that you get on social media. So I'm talking about getting your house for sale up on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter, on LinkedIn, on Pinterest. You want to use hashtags, and you can even have Facebook and Instagram ads done, letting the world know about your home for sale. And open houses on the weekends. On Saturday and Sunday are both pretty typical out here in Oakland. Usually they're in the afternoons, anywhere between 1 and 4:30 p.m. And they're usually like 2.5 to 3 hours in duration. You want at least to have 10 open house signs out on the street directing people to be able to find your open house. You can have an evening open house as well. Any particular weeknight evening from 6 to 8. Also, there's broker tours, which is an open house just for realtors. So you can have one of those, possibly two. It just depends. In Oakland, they're usually on Mondays and Thursdays, depending on where in Oakland you are. And the time for that is usually from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. So you should check out my video series on how to sell my house in Oakland, California, particularly the one about how much does it cost to sell my house in Oakland, California. Because if you love this one, you're definitely going to love all those. And if you like this video, please go ahead and give me a like below and subscribe to my channel.